Hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting an exciting project on implementing an AI-based chatbot for academic guidance within Moodle. In current educational platforms such as Moodle, one of the main problems is the lack of personalization and immediate feedback. Recent research has identified this need as an obstacle to improving online learning. To understand what might be one of the possible solutions, we need to talk about the evolution of an AI in education. Artificial intelligence has transformed the educational fields, enabling intelligence tutoring and virtual assistants like Will Watson from Georgia Tech. Another examples are the ones from the universities such as Leeds, Deakin, which use chatbots to support students in administrative and academic aspects. However, most of these systems do not adapt to the individual learning context. Chatbots improve efficiency and feedback in education, but face challenges such as balancing automation and human interaction. So, for this reason, we are proposing a Moodle component. This project proposes implementing a chatbot in Moodle platform that provides real-time responses to students' inquiries. In this way, personalizing the educational experience according to their needs. This chatbot will not only answer frequently asked questions, but also analyze students' performance to adjust the educational content it generates. This way, personalized learning could be much easier. But what kind of methodology research are we going to use? Well, in our case, we're going to use action research. This method allows for iteration and adjustments during the chatbot's development. There are four main phases: problem definition, analysis of the need of personalization in education environments, the tool proposal, use of OpenAI API and Moodle to develop the chatbot, the development, implementation of the prototype and initial tests to evaluate the functionality, and finally evaluation, collection of usage data from the chatbot on the educational environment and adjust as necessary. This method will evaluate the real impact of the chatbot on the educational environment and adjust as necessary. First, we have the front end. The students will interact with the chatbot through an integrated interface in Moodle. The Moodle API, which makes easier the communication between Moodle elements and the chatbot through a REST API. The chat plugin acts as a bridge connecting the user interface and the backend. Both the backend manages requests from the chat plugin and consists of several components, which are the router, which redirects requests to the corresponding controllers. The controller processes requests, interacts with modules, and uses middleware for tasks like authentication and validation. Middleware provides an additional functions such as data validation and authentication. Models interacts with the database to store and retrieve information. The OpenAI integration. The controller sends queries to the OpenAI API and receives responses that are sent back to the user interface. And finally, the database, which stores students' information, conversation history, and chatbot settings. Well, the chatbot will have several key features. One of them is that make it it's a powerful tool for personalized training and learning. The personalization will adjust responses and educational content in real time based on each student's performance and will give feedback, automatic feedback. It will respond to questions related to the topics of the courses taken and adjust its response based on the student's progress. This will be integrated in Moodle. It will have access to Moodle's educational resources and logs, and facilitating more efficient learning tailored to the students' needs. Finally, one of the most important things is that it will be capable of generating indicators. It will generate interaction metrics for monitoring purposes. The chatbot interface is intuitive and easy to use. Integrated directly into the Moodle platform, students can interact with the chatbot through a series of questions and answers, receiving a real-time feedback. Additionally, metrics related to the students' interactions with the chatbot will be generated. We can have a look to the initial dashboard of the Open Moodle AI. This is an example. We can later see a more interactive example about this. When clicking the chatbot button, we'll be seeing a window. Some challenges. Well, developing this kind of system poses several significant challenges. The quality of the response. We need to ensure that the chatbot provides accurate and relevant answers to the students' inquiries. The data privacy. We have to handle personal academic information. We must comply with strict data protection regulations, and we need to find a way to balance the automation and the human interaction. It is crucial that technology do not replace human interaction in the educational process, but rather be a help or a tool that complements it. The expected impact. A significant improvement in the personalization of learning student and student satisfaction is expected. The chatbot will provide immediate feedback. This way, the students are allowed to see their progress in their own phase and improve their academic performance. An increase in active student participation is expected, motivated by a more dynamic and personalized learning experience. Talking about the future work, improvements will also be made to natural language processing to increase the occurrence of responses. This will make the interaction with the chatbot even smoother and more natural. Implementation of this OpenAI API-based chatbot in Moodle represents a significant advancement in academic guidance. This will make a notable difference in how academic support is provided in digital environments. If we click it, we will be seeing a floating window. Hi. I get a response from the AI. You can ask for the better. Okay.